Welcome into the Pick a Side podcast, college football, week 8.
Woo.
Week 8.
We're here.
How many total weeks do we even have? 14?
14, yes. 14, I think, includes the...
15 is conference title week.
15 is conference title.
So we're splitting hairs, but we're
And
basically
Army,
at the
Navy.
midpoint.
Don't disrespect the troops like that.
Listen, last year I was all in on that game. This year, they're terrible. So I'm out on that game. I'm actually pretty excited about the board this week.
Yeah, good slate.
And we can go back to the way we've been doing things because there's good games to talk about.
Yeah.
So we'll do the 5 major games that you are going to watch. And then I do have a little nonsense that I would like to offer at the end of the show. One of them is an absolutely grotesque play on a game nobody's going to watch. Nobody should watch. But I'm going to bet it, and I think it's my favorite play of the week.
Wow. All right. Intrigued to hear what that game is.
But let's
start with a little Thursday Night Football.
Oh, NFL?
Yeah.
Yeah, I do, because I've done something that I think you've also done, and I'm scared that we are being walked into a trap together. So it's Pittsburgh-Cincy. Pittsburgh's laying 5.5 points on the road, short week. Mike Tomlin, fun fact, 0-6 in his career in road divisional Thursday night games. Not great on a short week in the division. A lot of times I think because he has a good team and the division is bad teams, and he ends up laying numbers like this, which is why I would start by saying you cannot bet the Steelers. You don't have to do what we're doing, though, and bet the Bengals, but I am.
Yep.
I think, like, plus 5.5, it's kind of a frisky Bengals team. They gave Detroit trouble in the second half a couple weeks ago. They gave Green Bay trouble basically for a full game last week. I don't know that Trey Hendrickson's going to play. Have they officially designated him out yet?
I've only seen questionable.
You have to figure if they're going to trade him, which it feels likely they will, they're not going to rush him to play a short week game.
Yeah.
I still don't buy what Pittsburgh's selling. I don't think their defense is any good.
Although they have been playing a lot better lately.
Yeah, but look who it's come against. And
Still, you're holding teams in the NFL to 15 points per game. That's
fine.
going to take something from that.
It's still like you got the Vikings in a trick spot. You got the Browns in an incredibly compromised position. The last time they played anybody of note, they really should have lost by about 20 points to New England. But Ramondre Stevenson gave up the football on the goal line a couple times.
Yeah.
So I haven't seen enough that I buy what Pittsburgh is selling. And I do think this is a bit of a sell high point. They haven't been favored like this at any point all year. And the Bengals obviously are ratty that nobody really wants them. They're slightly public, but a good money differential. I think it's all Cincy.
I'm with you. I love the Bengals tonight. And it's one of those things. It kind of checks all the boxes for me. You've got, all right, short week, home team. Love that.
Yep.
Then
Divisional dog.
Then you're getting points, and then it's in division. Like you're checking 3 major boxes for me right here. It would be very tough to talk me out of the Bengals today.
Yeah, I think that it's just also, look, maybe I'm wrong, and the Steelers' defense has actually turned into something, but I think that the Bengals, with Joe Flacco even, will be able to take a little advantage here.
Yeah, and I think having Flacco back there, he's going to get rid of the ball quickly. You've got some of the best receivers you could ask for when you're trying to get rid of the ball quickly as well.
100%.
So I like the matchup here. I also think this could go over, too. I feel like this is the perception of these two teams are one team is a great defense, the other team has no offense. And this total sitting at what, 43.5 right now?
44.5.
44.5. So you've got that perception going for this, that basically the Bengals will not score in this game. And I just don't think that's necessarily true on both sides. So
Yeah, it's interesting. Nothing on this total for me. I do have some totals in college.
wow, dusting off the total book.
Yeah, rare for me, but I do have at least one total on one of the bigger games because I want to have action and I don't like the side. Before we dig into the college slate, were you a member of the JB Pritzker Picks Discord?
Oh, I saw that. Yeah.
Have you been
I've
cleaning
been
up?
Cleaning up for a week. That's why we did so well last week. We were just pawning off JB Pritzker's picks as our own.
I was tailing the governor. If you missed it, JB Pritzker claimed $1.5 million in gambling winnings. One of us.
One of us.
The reaction to it is incredible. I think it's awesome.
It's
good
incredible.
for him.
Yeah.
Like, that's sick. But it shocked me when I read it because I'm like, state official gambling? This can't be right. And now I'm not going to get political.
We just
Great
know,
man.
We just know it wasn't Illinois and Northwestern games.
It made me feel better about. Well, that's true. It
Maybe
certainly
that's
wasn't Illinois and Northwestern.
Do you
games.
ever have this like a team that you just can't pin it on? Like you can't figure them out, and it's like a years long, like many years worth of data where it's like you can't figure this team out.
Yeah.
Maybe that's just Illinois and Northwestern for him. So he said, "Fuck it, we're gonna ban gambling on them in the state."
It was the Florida Gators for me until I won Texas A&M last week. But yeah, I wanted to shout out JB on a gambling pod. Good for JB.
Yeah,
Winning $1.5 million.
Must
My
be
guy.
Nice.
All right, let's dig into the college slate. We'll start at 11 a.m. with the SEC first game of the day. There are plenty of games of the day in the SEC. LSU goes to Vandy. Vandy laying 2.5 points in Nashville. The total is 48.5. Do you have an initial lean? Because
I do.
Okay, go ahead.
I like Vandy in this game.
Me too. And you might press me into playing it.
Okay. 59% of the bets, 94% of the money, too, if that appetizes you at all. The way I look at it as Vanderbilt's offense versus LSU's defense is about as fair of a fight as you're going to get on the entire slate this week. The major advantage here is Vanderbilt's defense going up against LSU's dumpster fire offense. That hasn't been good all season long. And I think that's going to be just enough, especially if you're going to tuck me inside of a field goal here. I like Vanderbilt getting the 2.5 points. And I think that this Vanderbilt team, like this is one of those spark wins for them. You're at home. You got the weird ass backdrops that they're going to be dealing with all game. It does Is LSU getting up for this game? I get that Vanderbilt's got the little number next to their name, but this just feels like one of those games where we're seeing a post-game press conference from Brian Kelly, and he's slamming something on the table.
Yeah, it's also Nashville Central Time, right? This is a true 11 a.m. kick. Yeah, it's. I don't think Nuss has been good. I bring that up not because it's a body clock thing for LSU, but LSU plays a shitload of night games, now you move to 11 a.m.
That's kind of Vandy's happy spot right there.
Right. Nuss has not been good this year. You've got weird moments where Brian Kelly's getting antagonized by the media for not being able to run the football and then flips it back on them and starts yelling at them. Well, actually, we can run the football. No, dude, you can't. And I was talking to a buddy yesterday who was like, oh, well, they did run it for 160 yards last week. Okay, let's dig in on that. They had a 23-yard play from their running back. They had a 56-yard play from their gadget QB, and they had a 21-yard play from Garrett Nussmeier. That means on 3 of their 16 rushes, they got 100 yards. On the other 16, they got 60. They can't run the ball.
Yeah.
There is zero consistency in their rush attack. You take it on the road against Vandy, and I like what Vandy's selling. I know they lost to Bama, but for the most part, this has been a really high-octane offense with Pavia. Clark Lee's done a great job. It's Vandy or nothing, and inside a field goal at home, I think it's just we play the Commodores.
Yep, let's do it.
All right, lock it in. And it again, fade LSU as much as it is a celebration of Vanderbilt. Ole Miss, Georgia. Dude, if you're not with me on this, we're just going we're going to war.
Okay.
But this is as obvious of a play as I saw all week. I love it. I feel great about it. Ole Miss, Georgia, the spread is 7.5. The total's 54.5. Sick 'em. We're laying the wood.
All right. I kind of like under in this game, but I like it to be kind of like a 30-13 type of game. I don't know if Ole Miss's offense is going to be ready for this. You know, this is just Ole Miss's second road game of the year.
Yep.
And they struggled against Kentucky in the first one, too. This Georgia offense, they haven't been all that special outside of the Tennessee game. Ole Miss has gone under in each of the last 3 games. I don't know what kind of Ole Miss team we're going to see. You know what's funny is I've looked at a couple of teams in the SEC this year, and when I see where they're ranked in the polls week to week, I'm just like, geez. Really?
Yeah, I know.
This is who our 5th team in the country is. This is who our 4th team in the country is. And it's been Ole Miss and Texas A&M.
I know.
And I see those 2 teams every week, and I'm like, really?
Because then you watch them. And look, I like Trinidad Chambliss. He's been really good. But let's not get it twisted. I'll ask you, who has he played?
No one, really.
No one. And 2, his own. I'm not going to slander Trinidad Chambliss. I'm not going to go after him. His own head coach said he makes too many D2 plays. Lane said that.
Now, in fairness, he is a backup quarterback.
He's a backup quarterback, and he's a D2 quarterback. He was a starter at Ferris State until last year. He came out. He got Heisman pump. He's taken Austin Simmons' job. He's played really well. He's also played nobody. And a lot of the times where he's playing really well, everybody's talking about how good Trinidad Chambliss looks, and then you look up and it's like, dude, they've scored 21 points. Yeah. What are we writing home about? But the real power number for me, Georgia is the number 1 rushing attack in the SEC. Ole Miss is the 3rd worst rush defense. Lay the wood.
Yeah, I like, I saw the number. I'm like, all right, can I talk myself into Ole Miss? And then I started to do more and more work on it. I'm like, it's not Ole Miss. I can't bet Ole Miss in this game. I wasn't like all the way over the top, like I'm going to bet on Georgia here. But I was like, I cannot get to that point with Ole Miss.
Does Texas Tech, Arizona State count as big enough that we should talk about it?
Got to play on it.
Good. I hope, again, we're on the same side. Mm-hmm. I'm laying the wood with the Red Raiders.
I'm going the other way.
Fuck.
Listen, like Arizona State just drags people in the dogfights, and I get that. Like, don't get me wrong, Texas Tech, great team. I think that they are going to end up being in the playoff this year, and I'm not just saying like win the Big 12 and get in. I think they are going to earn every bit of a playoff spot.
I agree.
This season, that's how good they've been. But this game, I think, is summed up by 2 things. You've got one side that's money, the other side is experience. And if there's anyone that I want given a pep talk to a team in that
the Kenny Dillingham factor.
Kenny Dillingham's one of those guys. He's in the group with like Lanning, and I'm trying to think of some other good ones, but like he's in that class of guys. He's sitting on that podium of guys that I want giving a pep talk when you are an underdog like that. You're at home, feels like everything's been a 3-point game, and Sam Levitt, the line's telling you he's going to play. And all the injury like reporting around him as well is telling you that he's going to play the quarterback for Arizona State. I'm gonna take the Sun Devils here with the 7.5 at home.
I'll take Texas Tech off my card. I hate going on the road to ASU and laying big points with a favorite. It's just their defensive line is so good.
It is.
It's not just. It's the best defensive line in the country. It's not like it's a good Big 12 line. It's not. It's a good SEC line. They went out and bought an NFL defensive line.
Yeah.
It's elite. And Sam Levitt's going to play, sounds like, upgraded to probable, the quarterback at Arizona State. I don't know how much of a factor he's going to be playing behind their offensive line against this defensive line. So my lean initially was Texas Tech, but I look at the bet differential, the way you feel about it, you're right on the Kenny Dillingham thing, and it's just a spot where traditionally I hate fading Arizona State in the desert. Mm-hmm. The desert does fucked up things to people.
And I would just say like Big 12 home teams kind of feel the way to go this year.
Fair.
It's just, and that's not to say Texas Tech can't go out and win this game. They probably will. I just think it's going to be closer than a touchdown.
All right, USC Notre Dame, big game in South Bend.
I love this game.
Dude, this is a playoff game. Like, I want to set that up for everybody. The loser here, their season's over.
Mm-hmm.
And that having that in a rivalry matchup like this is outstanding. I don't care that it's being played in mid-October instead of the end of the year.
Yeah.
I love the fact that we have a true-to-life playoff game happening in South Bend this week.
This is NBC, right, this week?
Yes. So I really struggled with the side. This is my total game.
Okay. I hope we're on the same side because I am on a total here.
So I wanted to lay the wood with Notre Dame initially. Okay. And I do kind of still feel like Notre Dame just drills them.
This feels like backdoor city, though.
It does. That's my biggest fear is like Notre Dame's going to run the shit out of the ball. And USC's defense is just awful. Like, I think ND's in a prime spot here to just roll them. But USC's offense is awesome. Jaden Mayava's been great. Lincoln Riley's been firing on all cylinders. Mm-hmm. They found some stuff that really works in the passing game. And more importantly, Lincoln Riley has learned to run the football. So I just looked at this and said, you know what? How about an over nobody wants?
All right, let's do it.
Let's go over 61.5.
I love it. I feel like this game's going to play out a lot like Notre Dame and A&M. Maybe not like the close nature of the ball game, but just a ton of points, back and forth, sparring. Maybe one team pulls away late in the third or in the fourth quarter, but both of these offenses are great on third and fourth down success rate, and both defenses are not. So if you're going to give me sustained drives and we're moving the ball down the field, I think you're going to see a lot of chunk plays in this game as well. And, yeah, you brought up USC struggles against the run. That's a big reason why. Also, USC has not scored fewer than 31 points in a game this year.
I know.
And I know that there is a big perception around what Notre Dame's defense is.
It's not that good.
It ain't what it was last year. I don't think it's terrible, but it's not what it was last year.
And I also think that, like, I was surprised when the number came out and the fact that it's ticking down from a 10.5 point open, now sitting at 9.5. I think that that's part of why I was like, inside 10, I kind of like the Notre Dame side. It just, I started thinking about it more and scripting some stuff out in my head. And I'm sitting there going, if it's 42-28 with 3 minutes left and USC's got the football, do I really want to be holding 9.5 points?
Yeah. Or do you want to be holding over 61.5?
I want to be holding over 61.5.
I think the other part of it, too, is I know there's everything about the numbers of west to east with USC, and all that stuff is valid, but I think it's more impactful on the defense than anything else.
Agreed.
And then this is a 6:30 game, so you're talking 6:30 game in the Eastern time zone. It's a 3:30 game. They've played 3:30 games a number of times. I don't think it's going to be that big of a deal.
Absolutely no body clock spot there.
Yeah.
Tennessee, Bama, the other SEC night game, maybe the SEC game of the week. Bama's laying 8.5 points. The total 58.5. If I have to bet the game, which I don't, but I certainly can, Bama's the play here, right?
That's the way I would lean. They look so good right now. So good right now with everything, especially in the SEC. I'm not playing Bama. It's where I would lean if I was in any sort of picks pool. It's where I would go.
Dude, every signal is Bama,
and
I like them. Like, I think I'm just going to end up playing this. 8.5 sucks. You're on the wrong side of a 2-point conversion.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like, isn't this the spot where Tennessee just gets drilled?
I don't even necessarily think it's drilled. Like, I think this could be I like the under in this game personally. I kind of see it as like a 24-13 type of game. Bama's done an awesome job neutralizing some high-powered offenses.
Yeah.
Vandy 2 weeks ago, Mizzou last week. I mean,
They
shut
did
down
the Georgia.
Yeah, like Mizzou ended up with 24 points, but really it was like 17 because they had the one. They were down 10. They got the touchdown late in not garbage time, but like kind of free-flowing YOLO offense the rest of the way. And frankly, Bama overs have kind of burnt me. So I'm just going to flip to the other side here and see what we get on an under this week.
Everybody's on the under. 18% of the bets make up 25% of the money on the over.
I'm going to roll with it.
I tell you what, I'm going to take Bama. I'm going to lay the 8.5. Ty Simpson's been awesome.
Yeah.
The offense has really hummed lately. If they can get Jam Miller back, then I feel even better about it. It's just, I don't buy Tennessee at all. And it goes back to the Georgia game and what Georgia was able to put up. That's the best Georgia's offense has looked by far against anyone, and they did it through the air. Mm-hmm. Bama's defense, I think, is better than Georgia's defense right now. So I feel like Bama crushes them. I'm going to lay the 8.5. It'd be silly if I said it. Doesn't Bama drill them? Then they drill them, and I didn't bet it because I got scared of a hook on an 8.
Yeah.
Like, I'm just going to bet it. Mizzou, Auburn. We got 2 more. What are we up to?
Yeah.
Like 7 big games?
I know. There's a ton this week.
We got 2 more, and then I got some cute shit for you. Mizzou, Auburn. Mizzou laying 1.5 on the road in Auburn. I can't bet this.
No.
You could talk me into maybe something on the total, because I'll tell you the way
Total's grossly low though, isn't it?
43.5,
Yeah.
and it, like, not even fun low where it's like, oh, that's so low, let's just play it under. It's
Yeah.
like just stuck in the middle, like an NFL number of a
Right.
disgusting game. The side I would like to bet is Auburn. The reason I can't do it is they are looking for reasons to fire Hugh Freeze. They are not good. We're seeing that they are not good. And if I put real American dollars on Jackson Arnold in the year of our Lord 2025 and I lose that bet, I will not be able to live with myself. So I'm just like, no, I'm not doing it.
The joy of victory does not supersede the frustration of defeat.
Right.
It's one of those situations. I've been there many a time.
And it's not a Costanza situation either where I'm like, well, everything I want to do, I'm Auburn, I can't do, so I'll just bet Mizzou. No, I'll just watch the game. I'll see what happens.
Because Mizzou's biggest advantage is what they do in the run game. And that is, I mean, Auburn is world class right now in terms of stopping the run. It's that right there kind of cancels itself out. Now, what's Mizzou going to be able to do throwing the football? I don't know. I'm staying away from this game entirely.
Okay. Final big game that people will want to watch. Probably not really. But if you're a nerd or a college football fan like I am, 7 o'clock, the Holy War, you are tuning in. Utah, BYU, Utah laying 3.5 points on the road at the Mormons. And this is another one where I think I'm going to kick my feet up and watch it and just grab a data point, because initially you look at it and go, lower ranked team on the road given north of a field goal to the higher ranked team, you just ride with Utah. That's the lean I had. That's the way I wanted to bet it.
Utah as well.
I also think Utah's better at the line of scrimmage. BYU's got some injuries, not to geek out, but I think they have a defensive tackle who is missing. They're getting a linebacker back, but I don't know how much of a change that is. I've told you, I hate BYU. Their quarterback wears a fake number. They were lucky to get out of Arizona last week, a weird double overtime deal. But then I get in my head, and I'm like, can I really lay north of a field goal on the road in a big-time rivalry spot like this?
My one feeling with this is this just the game where we know Utah's defense chokes out a fraudulent team?
You know what? Don't sell it to me like that, because that just made me want to click the button.
Lean on Utah.
How about an under?
What's
and
the
then
number?
I don't even have to worry about dying on a 3.5 hook. 49.5. Doesn't this feel like this goes under? Big-time rivalry. You just brought it up. Utah's defense could snuff the life out of BYU.
And I don't think, I know Utah put up, 42 points last week. I don't think they're doing that.
No, I don't either.
Game like this.
I could absolutely seeing this being 20-3.
Yeah.
Or that would say bet the 3.5 then, bozo. But I don't know which side is winning by 20. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I could also just as easily see this being 17-14. And then you lose on 3.5.
Yeah.
Unless you bet BYU. I think I'm going to go under 49.
All right, let's do that.
Why not? Let's dust off the totals. It's been a while.
I like that.
Okay, we got to get to some D-Gen cute shit, because there's spots all over this board that I need your take on. One of them is a must bet. In fact, it's so must bet, I'm going to force you to bet it.
Okay.
This isn't an option. This is both of us are walking into this.
Okay.
It's not the first play I'll offer you, but I do want your opinion here. Georgia Tech, ranked 12th in the country, going on the road to Duke, and Duke is laying 1.5. Is this not just bet Duke?
Yep, that's where I'm going here. Duke's offense has been awesome.
Darian Mensah's been really good.
They're averaging 43 points per game in conference right now, 3-game sample size, 2 of which have been on the road too, might I add. So you're putting up those numbers on the road, and they're top 25 in rush and drop back EPA. Everything's humming with them offensively. Maybe over is the way to go, but my one concern with Georgia Tech, and I love Georgia Tech as a team, they're definitely in the cloud of teams that can make the playoff right now. Can they be this year's version of SMU out of the ACC? But Georgia Tech's one struggle on defense is 3rd and 4th down success rate. They're 86th in the nation right there.
Yep.
And when you've got an offense like Duke that can hum this way that they're going right now, you're going to leave them on the field. They're going to put up a lot of points. A lot of points. So you want to know a really weird result quirk for Duke as well this year?
Yeah, Illinois.
Well, no. I'm not saying that. Just the way that all of their games have played out. 4 of their 6 games, a team has scored exactly 45 points in a game.
That's odd.
Just the number 45 too is that's a giant number in college.
Yeah,
even.
of course.
And for 4 of the 6 games that you've played, a team lands exactly on that number. It's just been odd.
That's weird. Okay.
With numbers for you there.
I'm forcing you to bet this game with me.
Where are we going?
UConn, Boston College.
Okay. Wait, read the line real quick, because I looked at this and I was like, I have a feeling Shea's going to want to play this.
Yes. UConn is 4-2. They have built themselves into a somewhat respectable
BC's like
football
a
program.
1.5-point favorite.
BC has lost 5 consecutive games and is a 1.5-point home favorite.
Yeah.
This is a college hoops theory play.
Yeah.
Don't ask me anything about either team. I have no fucking clue.
I know Waddle was in attendance last week.
I know Bill O'Brien might get fired. I know that BC's lost 5 games in a row, and they haven't lost to decent teams. They've lost to the absolute sewer fucking trash in all of college football. Last 2 weeks, blown out by Pitt of all people, 48-7. Blown out by Clemson, 41-10. They lost to my stupid ass school. They lost to Stanford. They lost to Cal at home, and they're laying 1.5 against UConn.
Should we call Waddle right now and and just tell him that we're betting this game? There's nothing he can do about it.
Yes, and you know what? We're forcing Waddle to
We're
bet
gonna
it
force
too.
Waddle to bet it. He was at the Clemson game last week.
The more I read into, he's not going to have any fun with it though. Like he's going to, fellas, I don't know. I watched him play live. We can't. The more that I got into this, it became my favorite play of the week.
Come on, pick up.
Come on, Tommy.
Pick up, Tommy. If he's not picking up, he's probably in the shower right now. Or watching like Ancient Aliens.
Do you think he's watching the trailer for that new documentary on repeat?
What's the new documentary?
It's like a revelatory thing about government cover-ups of non-human terrestrial life. Yeah.
Could be. It's right up his wheelhouse.
Comes out November 21st on Amazon Prime.
I guarantee you he will call us back by the end of the show.
The production of it is so funny. I watched the trailer just before we got on the air, or started doing this podcast, and it's like the biggest secret in history. And I'm like, oh, it's so secretive. It's coming out November 21st on Amazon Prime. Yeah, I'm sure. I fucking believe it. It's like Marco Rubio's sitting there and he's like, even presidents are on a need-to-know basis. And I'm like, then how the fuck do you know, dude? What do you, if even presidents don't know about it, I'm supposed to believe Marco Rubio's got all the answers? What are we doing?
Incredible.
All right. What else you got? I got to scroll through the slate.
A little Friday play for you.
Love a Friday play.
UNC and Cal.
Oh, Jesus fucking Christ.
Cal is a 10-point favorite.
Dude.
Isn't this the week where like we've hit the boiling point on UNC? Like
No.
they all of the assistants seem like they're trying to find other jobs. The players' parents are speaking at like how committed are the players?
Are you saying bet Cal?
Yes. I know Cal's had like a little bit of a stumble as of late here, but I see one team that's going to be way more bought into this game than the other. This game means way more to Cal than it does to Carolina.
I don't disagree with you, but it's also like the power ratings have it at 8. I like Cal when they're at home getting points. I don't love laying 10 with them, even against North Carolina. And if
I think this is like a 9 o'clock game, so you got Carolina on an 11 or on a midnight body clock.
Oh, Belichick might fall asleep. Fuck it. Let's bet Cal. Why not? Dude, Belichick's not going to stay awake.
Nick Moxala just threw the game time. Is that 9:30?
9:30 p.m.
9:30.
That's an 11:30.
No, that's a
12:30 local kick for Carolina. Holy shit!
Belichick's not going to be awake.
He might not be able to coach the game, which actually advantage UNC potentially. Holy mercy, is that a brutal scheduling spot? On a short week, you're playing a 12:30 a.m. body clock game? This is going to end at 4 in the morning there.
Yeah.
How could you routine anything? All right, I'm in. Fuck it. We'll lay 10.
All right, let's do it.
That's all I had to hear. Anything else you got while I scroll through to find my other cute shit? I know I had one more. Oh, yeah, I got a big one for you. Go ahead.
Ready for a little Big 12 over?
Mm-hmm.
Baylor and TCU. Our number is 65.5. They go high. We go higher.
I felt the same way about it, too.
TCU averaging over 35 points per game at home. Baylor averaging 46.5 points per game on the road.
Yeah, I love it. I'm in. I'm over 65.
65.5.
Dude, I'm going to end up with like 13 or 14 plays here if we keep going.
Who cares? It's one of the more fun weeks. It's not the best week of the year, but it's maybe one of the more fun slates that we'll get all season.
We're letting the lion out of the cage here. Indiana at Michigan State. Or Michigan State at Indiana, rather. And Indiana's laying 27.5 points. Lay the fucking wood.
Are you actually?
Yes. And it's more spite than anything. But I really thought about it. And I'm like, yeah, I could talk myself into like Michigan State. This is the buy low point where the numbers just become so radioactive large. There's no way they should be giving 30 points to anybody. But then I just thought, Indiana's probably the best team in the country. I don't feel like there's a letdown spot against a fucking JV team. And Michigan State, I frankly, as a fan, hope that they lose by 50, get totally fucking humiliated, and I wake up on Sunday morning to Pete Thamel breaking Jonathan Smith is on a plane back to Corvallis. Just get the fuck out of East Lansing.
I think that
I need total humiliation so that they, like, honest to God, I hope I wake up Sunday morning, Pete Thamel breaking. Michigan State is detonating their football stadium.
I think there's something, too, that Cignetti just loves humiliating brands.
Yeah, he does.
And he's done that before with Nebraska last year, and he just loves to just rub their face in the mud.
Yeah, he does.
And this could be one of those spots. You're at home. Cignetti probably is a number knower, too.
I'm sure he's a number knower. He's a psychopath.
He's probably a number knower.
I have to do it. I got a couple more for you, too. Okay, so I want to ask you about both of these, and I'll play one of them.
Okay.
Maryland at UCLA. UCLA is now laying 3.5.
Listen, win number 1 is fun. Win number 2 win number 1 is cute. Win number 2 is fun. Win number 3, we're flying a little close to the sun here.
I agree. This is Icarus.
Maryland's a good team.
All they do is cover.
And I get that they're going out west, but Maryland's a good football team. And UCLA, for as good as they have been on offense the last couple of weeks, they're not a good defensive football team. Haven't been all year. I get that they shut your team down, but you just gave the eulogy for the Michigan State Spartans. Maryland's a good football team.
Dude, we get shut down by Jason McKee's Mount Carmel team.
If you asked me to pick a dog to win outright this week, I would pick Maryland.
Okay, I'm in. I'll bet Maryland, which leaves the second game that I wanted to throw your way because
this is also maybe the most motivated team UCLA has played all year.
Oh yeah. Yeah, 100%.
You've played corpse programs.
And I get it's a true freshman quarterback at Maryland, but it's a fun true freshman quarterback. It's Loxley kind of coaching for his gig. And it's not like this is a 6 o'clock game, so it's 3 o'clock local for Maryland. It's not a huge body clock issue, even though you're traveling cross country. And it's also just UCLA, nice couple wins. I don't think we should be operating in a position where they're favored over anyone.
No.
So I'm happy to fade them. And even if it loses, whatever. The second one I wanted to offer you is, are you ready for this? Penn State +3 at Iowa.
I saw this. I was like, this is toxic.
Do we get a fired coach bounce?
Bump. The little bump?
Dude, how is Penn State getting points at Iowa? I know, Drew Aller's dead, but Drew Aller sucks. You've got 2 NFL backs who are not going to quit on the year because they're trying to get drafted in the first round. Mm-hmm. They got film to put out. Is this not a spot where we just kind of take the buy low on Penn State?
I'll let you venture off on that sailboat.
And I'm fine. We'll just watch it and feel the way out. Whatever. It'll be what it'll be. But I said I'd play one of them. I'm playing Maryland. I won't play Penn State. All good.
All right. I got one more for you. I think I only have one more for you here.
Good.
Washington going on the road to take on Michigan. Washington's a 5.5-point dog, and I like Washington in that dog spot.
I couldn't quite get there, but you can go ahead and sell it. I like UW.
They've done the west to east thing already and got an outright win against Maryland too. Yep. They didn't cover, but they also weren't a dog in that game. And this is a Washington team with an elite run defense to slow down Justice Haynes, who's been awesome for Michigan this year. And on the flip side, it feels like the offense is really starting to click now. Damon Williams was incredible. I get it was Rutgers last week, but he was incredible. They also played Friday last week, so a little bit of an extra recovery time to get out east and everything. I really like this Washington spot here. I think they can outright win this game.
Okay. I'm not going to bet it. I felt the way you felt about it. I've just been burned on UW. I can't get the Ohio State game out of my head. I'm just seeing. I felt like there was one more game I wanted to bring up to you.
Oh, actually, I found one more. And I think you'll be on board with it. Mississippi State.
I knew it. I knew you were going to
dog
Mississippi State against
in the swamp against Florida.
I'm guessing you want to bet Bulldogs?
Yeah.
Here's your problem. Do you know what the number 1 best cash differential of the week is?
Is it Florida?
Yes.
Oof. I just feel like Mississippi State off a bye, people may have forgot how good they really are. And this feels like a pretty even matchup, and I don't think home field is worth almost 10 points. By the way, Waddle's calling back.
Oh, here we go.
Waddle.
Did you call me?
Yeah, I did. I'm taping a podcast with Shea right now, and we wanted to tell you that we are betting on Boston College as a 1.5-point favorite this week.
Ooh.
You were there. Talk us out of it.
Who are they playing?
UConn.
Oh, UConn is, with Jim Mora Jr., their coach?
Yeah.
he'll have them ready to play. I don't know. Listen, I don't know anything about UConn, really. I just know BC's in a bad way. They got a bunch of injuries on defense. It's just they're not a good football team right now, sadly. It pains me to say.
I think you should join us and bet BC this weekend.
What's the number?
-1.5.
-1.5.
Yeah, that team you saw last week is a favorite this week.
Oh, boy. That would be a steer clear for me.
All right.
Steer clear.
Well,
Okay.
we'll see you on the other side.
All right, you got it.
All right, yeah. The more I'm looking through this, the more I'm like, I don't think I have anything left for you. So I think I'm good.
All right.
Are we happy? I have 12
There you
bets.
go. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Jesus, 11. I also have 12.
I don't know how I got here, but I have 12 bets. I'm going to run through the card. Jesus, I hope I survive this. Cal laying 10 Friday night. Vandy laying 2.5 Saturday 11 a.m. Over 65.5 Baylor TCU. BC laying 1.5 at 11 a.m. against UConn. Duke laying 1.5 at home against Georgia Tech. Am I going to bet a fucking dog at some point? Indiana laying 27.5. Georgia laying 7.5. Maryland plus 3.5. There it is. Bama laying 8.5, over 61.5 USC ND, and under 49.5 Utah BYU, the Holy War. So it's actually only 11. I counted BC twice.
And then Thursday Night Football, we both like the Bengals. So there's another dog for
There's the 12. Okay. This is a lot of favorites this weekend.
Yeah.
Jesus.
I like Cal and the 10, Duke and the 1.5, BC the 1.5, over 65.5 Baylor TCU, Washington as a 5.5 point dog, Vandy a 2.5 point favorite, under 54.5 Ole Miss and Georgia, Arizona State 7.5 as a dog against Texas Tech, Mississippi State 9.5 point dog
Good
against
luck.
Florida, Maryland 3.5 point dog against UCLA. I guess I have a decent amount of dogs. Over 61.5 in USC Notre Dame, under 58.5 Tennessee Bama, and then under in Utah and BYU.
All right. That'll wrap it up for a college edition of Pick a Side. We'll be back tomorrow with the NFL episode. I did well in college last week, so it's probably really stupid to unclip 11 plays, but here we go.
Blind spots.
Icarus flying too close to the sun, man.
You and UCLA.
I guess so. We'll be back tomorrow with the NFL edition. It's the Pick a Side podcast.